Hey all you Simonites, it's Simon Simaan, owner and broker of the Simon Simaan Group Real Estate right here in beautiful Orlando, Florida. And today we're not going to talk about real estate, we're going to talk about something else. We're going to talk about unusual things we find on our listings and showings. A few years ago I came across a vintage Texaco gas pump. I always wanted one for so many years. Ever since I was a kid, I love the color, I love how cool it looked. So I saw one in the seller's garage and I had to have it. The seller's willing to part with it. I gave him a fair price for it. And then that day, I walked away with this beautiful vintage Texaco gas pump. And it sits perfectly in my man cave / garage. My wife will never allow it to be inside the house, so it's perfectly situated right here. But last month, I came across a listing, and this listing had something very unusual in the front yard. It actually had a headstone of a World War II private. And I was very curious and intrigued by it. So when I went inside, met with a client, and I explained to her on how to get the house ready, staging, landscaping, all these things, I said, look, that headstone really can't be there for showings. It might freak some people out. So I know it's sentimental. Best thing to do is cover it up and put it inside, like in the garage somewhere. And she told me, she said, Simon, I have no idea how the headstone got there. I bought this house and they had the headstone in the yard. So I told her, I said, I want to do the right thing. I'll take this headstone and deliver it where it should be. So I took a picture of the headstone, and that night I did a lot of research, and I found out that that private from World War II was buried in Louisiana, right outside of New Orleans. And I told her, I said, I will take this headstone and deliver it. And she agreed. So we have the house under contract, it's closing soon. I removed the headstone, almost threw my back out because it weighs a ton. Brought it home with me, contacting the shipping company that I use on all my clients' moves across country, and I paid them the money, and they agreed to deliver it to the cemetery where this headstone belongs. It's very close to my heart because giving back to our troops is very important for me. Prior to real estate, I worked in Qatar as a government contractor, and I worked on Army and Air Force bases. Specifically in Kuwait, it was Camp Arifshan, and in Qatar, it was Camp Al Udeid and Camp Asaliya. And on the base, I noticed that a lot of the soldiers were coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan, and I would volunteer to take them to restaurants, to shops, to the beach, just to kind of give them a peace of mind, all this craziness. And I really have a deep respect, and I just want to honor our troops always. So when I saw this headstone, I said, you know what, I'm going to pay for the shipping, I'm going to send it back. Without further ado, let's take a look and see. Alright guys, this is the headstone that I found. I tried my best to clean it up to the best of my ability, and we're going to send it home where it belongs, to Louisiana. If you take anything from this video, it's all about doing the right thing, doing good deeds in this world. We're all humans. Let's all come together and do the right thing. You'd be surprised who's looking. Just to give you an example, a few years ago, my wife and I were traveling, and in the airport shuttle heading to the car rental agency, it was completely full. We had an elderly woman who came on, and I offered her my seat. I said, ma'am, would you like my seat? And she said, thank you so much. She sat down, thought nothing of it. At the end of the ride, another lady with her son was observing the whole entire thing. And she came up to me and she said, sir, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for teaching my son how to be a gentleman. It's so important. Just how this private helped his country during World War II, it's important to do the right thing. They were called the greatest generation for a reason. They survived the Great Depression, and then when World War II happened, everyone in this country volunteered to do the right thing, whether they fought or helped in the factories building airplanes and tanks. We're going to donate $1 for every like on this video, and we're going to donate $5 for every new subscription. And all that money is going to go to the Wounded Warrior Fund, and it's also going to go to the Gary Sinise Foundation that helps first responders, military families come to Orlando to enjoy our wonderful world-class attractions. Some gave all, and all gave some. And on this Memorial Day, do the right thing, honor our veterans, honor our soldiers, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care till then. Bye.